In this video, I cut 2 swing arms in half, and I'll use Polymorph, which is a meltable plastic, to hopefully stick the pieces back together. Hello you beautiful peeps, my name is John, welcome to my channel. Yes, we've dusted off the old faithful WL Toys 144001 for this project. I have long wondered whether the meltable polymorph plastic is capable of holding together a swing arm, or basically anything else that you have that needs repairing. You can't afford to replace it, but you do have some of this laid around. You melt it with hot water and then hopefully it's able to stick together. But how durable it is, I do not know. And of course I am worried about the fact that with actual impacts, hitting a rock or something, that it would just snap. I honestly do not know. But as you can see, I've already accidentally broken a front swing arm of the 144001. So as you can see, this one is in fact for the rear of the car. I did mark on it where was best to go just for the actual cut. The reason being that obviously if it's at this point, it's going to make it so exponentially harder. So I'm going to have to go across at an angle like that. My 144001 is heavily modified. It's got the carbon fiber chassis on it and the different front bumper and whatnot. But the car, this test essentially will all be the same no matter what car you're using, no matter what plastics. It's whether this stuff can in fact hold it together, and especially in an impact. So let's get cutting. And my wife says I never exercise. What? How thick is this? I know some of you are saying it. That's what she said. And yes, I do in fact have an electric jigsaw. I thought this would make better YouTube content. Oh no! It broke! Excuse me a moment. The cleanup process was sponsored by Banggood. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is quite a substantial break there, as is this one here. Now, as I need a boiling hot water, I have to go and grab the kettle and a bowl, and then we'll melt this stuff up and see how we get on. See you in a minute. So, welcome back. The kettle has boiled, so we need the hot water there. Now, as you can see, this is what it comes like. It's available on AliExpress. I'll leave the links in the description below. There are 2 types, one that melts at 60C and one that melts at 100C. Try and get the 100C one because obviously it will just be a little bit better, but this is a 60C, so let's see how we get on. Come on. There we go. I have just sanded off the edges of these just slightly, but it's actually didn't go very well on that one because I've got big gaps, but I am using melted plastic. So things to be aware of, I cannot put it here because this is where the shock's going into it, and I can't put it there because the swing arm bar or pin is going through that. So I will just put a little bit around, but I can't put a lot there. I will do one at a time, and as you can see already, it's melted. This stuff is so flexible, can be used for so much. But of course it's also hot. Right, so I'm just going to whack it on and see how we get on. Dunk, dunk. The great thing that I absolutely love about this stuff is if it all goes badly wrong, you just heat it up again. Completely off there. At any point, this can be put back in the water again, so I think I may use that possibility. You see, already it started to get a bit hard, so pop it in. Love this stuff. Absolutely love this stuff. Some of you know why I'm smiling now. That pin is free. As I said, at any point, if it all goes to pot, you just heat it up again. Do it again. If there's something in the way, heat it up again. Do it again. But I think for now, let's take that off for a sec so you can see properly. So that's number one. Do a number two that is significantly, I didn't sand that much. Sheesh.
Some time later.
Okay, we'll let these cool so I'll get them fitted to the car. See you in a minute. Well, ladies and gents, as you can see, it is all put together. This is what they were like before I got the saw to them and cut them in half. Now they are stuck back together, and they seem to be holding. So, let's get outside and do some bashing. So here we are, ladies and gents. This is the car, as you can see, bits stuck back together. It's going to be a very quick test here because I think that this is going to snap. But let's find out. Let's get on. We are good to go. You can see there. So, will it break straight away? It is the roughest area that we could think about bringing it this time. Oh! Oh! Okay, do we have a breakage? Dun dun dun. No, we do not. Right, okay. Right, let's have a look at the early signs. No way, look at that. That's unbelievable. We moved over to what we would class as a slightly rougher area. Let's see how it gets on. Today we've got Colin driving because if anybody can make a car roll and crash, it is young Colin. I am really impressed with this thermoplastic though, Colin. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Okay. Oh, nice. A quick double check. Not cracked and still holding. Unbelievable. This is the roughest of the areas that we know. Look at the size of these boulders. If I zoom in here, you can see how high they are. So if there is going to be any damage caused, it will be here. I mean, the car itself, even without these sawn up parts, probably wouldn't survive this anyway. But let's see how it gets on. How has that survived that, Colin? That is unbelievable. Or has it survived? Dun dun dun. Yes, it has. What? There's the car. This is what Colin is aiming for at as the highest speed as he can get. If it's gonna break, it's gonna break now. Go. You missed, Colin. Okay, that's going to be a little bit harder than what we expected, isn't it? As we couldn't hit the rocks to save our lives, he's now going to run or drive as fast as he can to this point. This is now steps down to the ocean. This should be a good test of it. So ladies and gentlemen, you've seen me cut them, you've seen me stick them back together, and now you've seen it drive. I was most worried about there being an impact and it snapping instantly, whereas the originals would flex a little bit. This obviously does not. But wow, there's not even a crack in them, which is absolutely unbelievable. So the question we wanted answering was, can you use Polymorph, the meltable plastic, to stick bits back together that accidentally broke? And the simple answer is, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Really, really well. I'm actually going to leave them like this. I'm not going to change these back, and I'm going to see how long they last for, because I really am intrigued. If it didn't break here with the big rocks, it's not going to break anywhere, I'll be honest with you. So links for this stuff will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to catch you next time. Take care, stay safe. Bye bye.